What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name is Carrie, and today, I did not lie. I have a lot of pens to use. I have 8 pens, in fact, which is a lot. It is 5 more than I usually ever have inked up, which is kind of overwhelming. I realize that most of you probably have a fair amount inked up all of the time. But I don't like to keep more than 3, maybe 4. Reason being is because once I have too many inked up, I avoid cleaning them because it's overwhelming and I don't want to do it. But if I only have 3, then typically I only need to clean out 1, maybe 2 at the same time. So I don't normally have this many, but I've had so much stuff to make for you guys. And I've just been wanting to get the content out to you as soon as possible. So because of that, I just kept inking them one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. You get the point. But today I am exceptionally excited because I'm now using all of those 8 pens with a wide variety of nibs. I'm talking like extra fine, fines, super flexy, Fude nib, variety of inks, some that are like crazy wet, some great shaders, all of this good stuff. And I'm trying it in a notebook that I've never used before in my life, which I know, hang on, don't go anywhere. Most of you don't like it when I do notebook reviews. And most of you don't like it because notebooks can be kind of boring. But this is a different kind of notebook. This is a notebook that is a hardcover, first of all, which is not super common in the fountain pen world. But it is a hardcover with Tomoe River paper that actually opens. Now, I haven't broken the spine yet, but it's stunning, and it's from Galen leather, which comes in a really cool outer packaging, which is why I've kept it. I don't typically keep packaging, but I just wanted to show you the container that it comes in. It comes in like 17 different boxes, so your stuff's going to arrive safe. But I wanted to show it to you because you could always keep this, and then when you travel with the notebook, not only is it going to last better because it's hardcover, but it's really going to last if you keep this. So I'm going to flip the camera around and start showing you what is so cool about this notebook. So when you open up the package for the notebook, it does come with some inserts here with some 10 millimeter lines, some 7 millimeter lines, which this is primarily what I use. Then you have 10 millimeter graph, and as well a 5 millimeter graph. So it is a blank notebook. It's the only form you can get, but those inserts make it do whatever you want. And then it comes with this like raw piece of leather that you can use as a blotting tool, should you wish. So this is the notebook, and I want to say like everything here, it feels so cool. It's kind of like velvet meets like a typical notebook feel. And then this is leather that has been embossed with 1870. Don't mind my nails, they're starting to chip. And then this has leather on the edge as well. And then on the back is just more of this really cool like 3D looking. It's not 3D, there's no texture to it, but it really does look 3D. Then when you open up the notebook, you're greeted with just black inserts there, and then the first kind of buffer page before you get to it. And it feels really substantial. Like I said, this is all great Tomoe River paper, all blank, clearly just black on the back side as well. So very, very lovely. But I mean, really, there's only one way to know how lovely something actually is, and that's to start writing in it. So let's do that, shall we? So we're gonna pop out a Fude nib, which thank you guys for your tips and tricks in the last video about this. This is Mont Blanc red chalk ink. It would help if I could hold the pen correctly. Still learning this, guys, still learning. Feels very, very smooth. Like I said, it is Tomoe River paper, which is definitely smooth. Then we got the Pilot E95S with a medium nib. And this is Troublemaker Petrichor. No. Abalone? Shoot, what did I put in here? Yeah. Abalone. I do feel a little bit more resistance on the page with this pen than I do the Kaweco, but that is not entirely uncommon for that nib. I feel that across multiple. And then we've got the Parker Duofold. I have not used this pen, guys, in quite a while, so these are not skips that I typically see, but this pen has been sitting unused for a little bit, so I think it just needed a good restart. The ink is Ferris Wheel Press, Candy Marsala. I don't know what the extra little thing at the end was. That one feels really, really, really nice. I like that quite a bit. All right, and then we have the Pilot Metro with Robert Oster, Fire and Ice. This I want to try and put down a little bit extra ink, just because I want to see that sheen come through. Then we're gonna bust out the old biggie here, Magna Carta review to come. Magna Carta. This is diamine. Did not spell that right. Wow, I just can't spell at all. Copper. This is an extraordinarily wet pen. I've done a very first impression of this, but I haven't actually used it to do the full review yet, so that will be coming. Then we got Pilot 912 with an FA nib and diamine. Writers. A blood. Wow, this feels so good. This feels really good. And I like the fact that the paper is super bright white. Then we have another Pilot pen. Pilot Custom 74 with a medium nib. And the ink is KWZ. I'm just going to write coffee, but the whole name is It Smells Like Coffee. Oh yeah, I forgot. That feels really good. This feels fairly similar to the E95S, but has like a bit of a spring to it, whereas the E95S does not have that. And then we're lastly filling out the Pilot range is the Pilot Custom 823 with a fine nib and Pilot Iroshizuku Suki Yo. That feels really good. This is a very thin nib, so it's very pencil-like. Like if you sharpen a pencil, like a number 2 pencil, and you sharpen it to like a really, really fine point, the way that feels writing on the paper is very similar to the way that it feels on this paper, which is really great. This pen is very susceptible to any kind of texture on the page. And if you have anything where like the fibers rip up, oh, no bueno. Shows shading really well. It's not coming up quite as much on camera for some reason as it is in person, but that red chalk, you can really see like some good shading, and that's a pretty wet writer, which is really nice. As far as the sheen and duofold, I mean, you can definitely see that. Again, hard to pick up on camera, but I do see the red sheen in Fire and Ice as well. Now, there is a fine nib, so that does kind of take some things out. Ancient Copper is still wet, so that's going to take a second to dry. But while we actually have it here, let's just test out this. We'll put the leather blotter on it and just see what it does with Ancient Copper. Soaks it up quite nicely. Oh yeah, now she's good. I do not expect to see any bleed through, but nope, no bleed through. There's definitely some show through as far as like you can see the other side because it is a thin page, but there's absolutely zero bleed through or anything like that. It's like just slight ghosting basically. But it's not impeding. It shows up worse on camera than it is in real life. You can 100% write on the other side and it would be perfectly legible. This is very similar paper to the other Galen leather notebooks, which I use. They're my favorite all-time notebooks, so I use them daily, and there's really no issue on the other side. I mean, I have a Galen leather little notebook here, and little stick drawing. This is one thing that I wrote up while I was prepping for one of the videos here. So you can see the writing on the other side, but it's certainly legible. So don't have to worry about that. This one will take a little bit of time to break in as far as like cracking the spine so that the pages stay down, whereas the other ones don't need that. But I will say, compared to other hardcovers, I'm not actively fighting this to have it stay open. It's not pressing against me, and if I let go completely, then it is popped a little bit, but like most notebooks, by the time you get a little bit farther, it'll be back. And when you actually use it, you'll eventually break these pages. So it will lay flat. And for being a hardcover, that's really impressive because no hardcover really ever does that. So I'm really pleased with the first impressions of these hardcover. The build quality, let me see if I can get macro zoom here. The build quality, as always with everything Galen leather, is simply stunning. And I have zero doubt that I'm ever going to have a problem with this notebook. Sorry, I smoked the camera there. So you can see that binding there. And it's insane. This is a quality A5 size notebook. Lots and lots of pages. So you're not going to run out of any thoughts. You're not going to lose any thoughts because you got the space in here. And I mean, it handled everything I threw at it. And I threw a lot at it. So let me know in the comment section down below if you ever used any Galen leather notebooks. Do you prefer hardcover, soft copy? Wow, cover. Why not? Definitely let me know because I'm curious. Notebooks are an underrated thing, I think. Nobody wants to hear about them, but everybody needs them. And if you're down there, you might as well hit the like and subscribe because new videos come out every Monday and Friday and the occasional Tuesday. But as always, if you've made it this far in, thank you for watching. I very much appreciate you. Link in the description below if you want to help support me on Patreon, but chances are if you're watching this far into this end ramble, you've probably already checked that out. But guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.